Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Notably Nigerian. I am your hostess, Akunna, and I'm so excited to be back with you another week, bringing you real conversations with real people. Now, as you can see, it's a little earlier than I would prefer to do an episode, but when I first heard this person's music, and I asked them to be on an episode, and they requested an early time, I literally could not say no, because since the first song that I heard, I was like, look, I need to speak to this lady. So without further ado, we are going to welcome to the stage Miss June for a conversation today. Come on, technology. Greetings.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I was just explaining how I would rather still be asleep or laying down right now because it's 8 a.m. But I had to do
Yeah.
an early time at least for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
indeed, indeed. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Um,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to speak to you
Same
because,
here.
yeah, like the first song I heard by you was your album opener, Just Be. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, who is this? And why is she speaking about my whole life right now?
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that. And yeah, I wanna hear more about the story that shaped who you are today.
Where do we want to start from? Where do we start from?
Let's
Where do we
start.
start from? Give us pointers.
Yes.
Give us
Let's
pointers.
start from when you were young. What were you like as a child?
Hmm. Bossy.
Mm.
I was bossy. I was choir mistress of the children choir. The irony, however, I did not think I had a good voice as at that time. Yeah, I didn't think I had a good voice, but the zeal just kept pushing me to go to church, lead the choir and stuff. And I think it groomed me, you know.
Mm.
Many
Hmm.
of us started from the church. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
definitely started from the church. Yeah.
Definitely. And even regardless of whether or not you're still in the church, I feel like a lot of artists, especially singers who start in the church, they just
Mm-hmm.
have that extra oomph to their voice. Like they have that soul that because energy is energy regardless of how you put it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you into any other types of creativity when you were younger? Because I know now you've expanded into other mediums.
Yeah. Oh, I used to dance.
Mm.
Huh. I used to belong to a break dance group,
Are you
choreography group.
serious?
Yes, yes. Please don't ask me
Wow.
to break dance though.
Oh
Like
man.
I have
Okay.
I am fit of right now. I have no idea how to even throw anything. But I used to belong to one actually. And it was pretty fun. So my family grew up dancing makosa. Makosa used to be like maybe I'll call it a love language at this point. Once you
Mm.
just tune in makosa, everybody's dancing. So we used to dance a lot of makosa. So at some point I felt like I could be a dancer. In fact, that was what I thought that I would be, a dancer.
Mm.
And I don't know. Life
Yeah.
did its thing and we're here. But I definitely used
Yeah.
to love to dance. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe that time is linear, so there's another timeline where you're dancing on stage right now.
Just maybe. Just maybe. But I'm very
Yeah.
rusty. I'm very
Yeah.
rusty. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Well, I know that especially Nigerians are very serious about their names. Now, I know that you go by June, and we'll get more into that name later on and the significance of that. But are you
Mm-hmm.
willing to share with us your legal name and what it means?
Yes. Yes. I have a lot of names. I probably just have to call everything at this point. So
Okay.
my first name is Kosi Sochuku.
Hmm.
Kosi Sochuku means as it pleases God.
Mm.
Yeah. So, in fact, I just simply put it as the will of God. Like every point in my life, the name feels very significant in a way
Mm.
because things that happen to me, I do not term them as ordinary. So I'm like,
Mm.
oh, course is surgical as it pleases you. So okay, do your thing. I'm watching. I'm seeing. So yeah, it gives me that vibe every time. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I can
Mm-hmm.
see this was perfectly scripted by the hands of a creator. So do your thing.
Yeah.
So that's what course surgical is. Then there's mercy. We know what mercy is. Mercy,
Mm-hmm.
mercy of God, mercy from God. You know, and I think the name has something to do with how empathic and kind I turned out to be. Yeah,
Mm.
just that's free flowing mercy. It's there. There really
Yeah.
has. Yeah, your name always does have something to do with you. It's very amazing. Then there is Obianu Junwa. Yes, it's a child born forth into enjoyment,
Mm.
into enjoyment. Um so that story around that time was that when they gave birth to me, my grandpa, as at that time, used to work at a Ministry of Foreign Affairs,
Mm-hmm.
and just coincidentally around that same time of my birth, he started to get postings out of the country. So
Mm.
it just seemed like a timely thing, you know. Oh, this child came at a time when it was starting to get merry for us. So she would know no suffer, basically. So I feel
Mm.
like that name does have a thing for serious grace. Serious grace,
Yes.
like even if I have like a little bit of lack going on at any time, like it doesn't stay too long. You know,
Mm.
it doesn't stay too long. So
Yeah.
yeah, and there's Onyedikachuku, who is like unto God.
Mm.
Yeah. So those are my four names. Oh, there's
Yeah.
John. There's John. I picked that one by myself. I grew up
Yeah.
Catholic, so yeah, we had
Mm-hmm.
to give ourselves a confirmation name. So I went reading the story of Joan of Arc. Yeah,
Mm.
very strong lady. So I picked that
Yeah.
one for myself. Yeah. Those are my
Nice.
four, five names, I think.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool how, like you said, your parents and everything, they give you that name, your family gives you that name at birth because of what's going on at the time or what
Yeah.
happens, the circumstances of your birth. But as you grow older, you see that manifest in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Mm-hmm.
only does it serve as like a guiding light, but also a confirmation for who you
Yeah.
are at the source. So it's always nice to be able to look back at that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I really love what you said about like joy and as it pleases God, because a lot of times we
Yeah.
can get in our head and feel like, oh, well, this is going wrong. And I never like to think that anything is going wrong, even
Going
when it
wrong.
seems to be a bad thing. Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
some sort of silver lining. There's always some light at the end of the tunnel to let us know, like, no, there was a reason why that happened, even if we don't know the
Yeah.
reason. Yeah,
True
yeah,
that. Very true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you were dancing. You thought you would maybe be a dancer, but you were also in the choir and everything. When would you
Yes.
say that you made that shift to really like focus in on the singing and make it more than
Oh.
just something you did for fun?
Yeah. So I think that was until I got into the university. I went to University of Lagos, by the way. I studied law.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's this part of Unilag called Love Garden. At every point in time, you would always see someone holding an acoustic guitar. At
Mm,
every point, yeah. So after lectures, I'll just see someone holding the guitar, and I'm supposed to be reading a very serious course, you know, but something is still drawing me to this music on and on. So after lectures, I sit down and love garden. If I see someone holding a guitar, I'm like, oh, can I vibe with you? And then
mm,
we vibe and we vibe and we vibe. And somebody was like, are you sure you would not consider doing this as a thing?
mm,
And I'm like, okay, maybe. So I think that person took me to a gig to perform with them. But at
mm,
that time, all I used to do were covers, people's songs. I'd go out
mm,
sing people's songs. And then I did that somewhere around Echo Hotel. And a white man gave me money because I was singing. And
mm,
it was the first time I would experience something like that. Usually
mm,
I would just think, oh, sing because you like singing. So I
mm,
never even thought about it as a career, something that would bring the money. It's always been about the passion. And someone was like, oh my God, you sing like Adele. And he gave me my first $100 as at that time. And I was like, what? So
Right.
he gave me serious drive. He gave me serious drive. I was like, oh, no, no, there's something here. And I
Mm,
just started to find myself at different shows, still singing covers, by the way. Just doing, let them just hear that voice. Let's just do it. And yeah, voila, my music career started
wow.
likely.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing, because yeah, there's venues, there's stages, there's different places and everything. But if you think
Yeah.
about the root of it being in the Love Garden, like you said, where people
Mm-hmm.
were playing music and making art, creating just to create, you weren't thinking,
Yeah.
oh, let me get paid for this or anything like that. So it's really nice to hear that it started from a seed that small,
Yeah.
and that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So from there, when I usually don't shout out white people, but shout out to the white man who gave you money and sparked that idea in your head of like, hey, I can
He did.
actually,
He did.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Um,
did.
do you recall the first time that you performed like on stage for someone your original songs? And tell me more about that transition period. How
Hmm.
did you go from like covers to like I want to write my own music and tell my stories?
Hmm. I do not remember the first time I performed my original. Oh, okay. Sorry, sorry. I remember. Let's go back. Let's go back. I remember. My grandma, it was my first song was a song to my grandma for her 60th birthday,
Mm,
actually. So that was the first time I got to perform my actual song. That was the first time I went into the studio, saw what the studio looked like, did the whole recording just for the purpose of that. Then I traveled to Abuja where she resides. And yeah, it was at her birthday with so many people. And I did not know what to expect. And I did the singing. My grandma was like, ah, because she recalled me having like a froggy voice. They used to call me the girl with the frog voice because I always have like a respiratory thing going on at every time. So she's like, when did your voice get better and stuff? And she was looking at me and she was like, oh, okay. I seem to be hearing something. Nigerian parents, they won't give you the compliment so
never.
straightforward. It's a little
Never.
backhanded. So you be thinking of yourself, you be like, this woman. She was like, what? I think she told me something like she wasn't really hearing what I was saying, no, but the voice was
uh,
sweet. And I'm like, this woman. But I said, okay, okay. She has said the voice is sweet. Let me just take that part. And yeah, that's the first time I performed in
yeah.
front of people, my own song.
Nice. Nice. Do you
Yeah.
remember how you felt? Were you a little nervous?
I don't think I was nervous. Yeah, I don't think I was actually. It was family
Mm.
and friends, so yeah,
Mm.
people I knew,
Nice.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I,
And
I
that's a good
already
play.
did, yeah, I already did grow up speaking in front of people. I was in the lay readers. I don't know if you know what that is.
Mm-mm.
Board of lectures is it's a Catholic thing where you stand in front of the church and you're reading the book, the holy book. Yeah. So I already
Okay.
started reading to a lot of people from very
Mm.
young. So yeah. I
Okay.
don't think
Yeah.
it yeah. I don't really
Yeah.
have a nerve thing. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
No,
it
that's
comes
really
once in a
good.
while, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
especially being that being able to for the first time perform in front of your family and everything, it and getting their feedback too, that even if it's backhanded, there's some it's like a little extra notch in your belt or something.
Yeah.
Achievement
Yeah.
there. So you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that you were lay readers and you were reading the Bible at a young age. You also mentioned reading Joan of
Yeah.
Arc. Did you
Mm-hmm.
like reading a lot? Is that where you've gotten? Because a lot of your music is like a journey within itself, you know? So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it almost feels like a book, like a story, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you like to read a lot? What are some of your favorite titles, if so?
Hmm. Life is funny because I did grow up reading. I can't say I read anymore.
Mm,
Now I would prefer maybe an audiobook, just tune in and go with it. But I used
mm.
to read and I used to write. I've had different lives now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would buy me your normal 60 leaves booklet for school, and I'll end up tearing it to make a book of my own and
Mm.
like come up with these entire stories. But they flogged it out of me. They flogged it out of
Oh, they're like, why are you
I wasn't
ruining your books?
supported. I was not supported. They said, "Oh, we bought you a book, and you're tearing because they will count the leaflets to be sure it's
Mm.
actually 60 leaves." But no, it's not 60 leaves. Coach Chico has torn a lot of it out, and they flogged me. But like it was something I really used to do. Okay, I thought I was going to be an author at some point. I thought I was going to be a dancer at some
Mm.
point. Yes, I think I might still pick up writing
Mm.
books again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
might pick it up. Yeah, at some point in my life.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice. I feel like a lot of times it's very hard these days to come across an artist who only has one medium. But it's really hard to just pick one thing, you know, because we
Mhm.
have so many passions as creative people. We draw from different things. We get inspired by life. So it's hard
Mhm.
to see all these
Mhm.
bright images and not want to take a picture or not want to paint or draw or write a story. So I definitely see
Yeah.
you creating in different mediums and such also.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so you started doing your own songs, writing, you
Mhm.
performed in front of family. Now, how far would you say, and I know we're going back sometime, but how far would you say was that first performance when you first started doing your own songs to the release of your debut project, which is called June is a Tale? And you released that in June of 2021. I like how you did that there, the June and June.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was it like a far distance between when you first started doing your own songs to releasing that project in 2021?
Um, so I basically started my singing career from like 2018,
Mm.
and it took me 2 years to transition into singing my own songs. So I basically started my own songs in 2020,
Mm.
then dropped June is a Tale in 2021, and
Mm.
we're here now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, with June as a Tale, now I'm gonna do a little snippets of what will be in a longer review later on. But with June as a Tale, it's so interesting because you can see so much like your artistic growth from there until now. Because
Mm-hmm.
with those songs, it seemed to have more of like an electronic influence, a bit more. It was a
Okay.
little bit more
Yeah.
poppy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
even how you looked back then, you had the
Yeah.
shortcut. Was it pink or red?
It was pink. It was pink.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah.
more like kind of like fierce, more of that Joan of
Yeah.
Arc, like you're swinging the sword on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah. Type it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then of
Yeah.
course, like between then and now you dropped other things, smaller releases and singles. You had
Yeah.
Confessions, Who You Are, Still Going
Who you
Nowhere.
are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then that
Yeah.
brings us to It Ends With Me, which you just released last month, March. Is today March? Okay, I was about to say it's almost exactly a month, but a few days more than a month. But with
Yeah.
it ends with me, I feel like on there you sound more comfortable in who you are as a person and who you are artistically and how you're expressing. And it seems like
Yeah.
you're speaking more of, yeah, I'm telling you all this, but I'm also talking to me as well. So that was a beautiful transition. Um,
Yeah.
I want to get more into like naming and what
Into what?
title naming and titles, because I was
Okay.
very interested to see the title of your first release, June is a Tale. Because when you think about tale, we think about like storybook and Once Upon a Time and
Yeah.
things of that nature. So,
Yeah.
what led you to name it that?
Hmm. To be honest, sometimes I come up with a name even before I come up with the story.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes something just creeps up in my head. Like, yeah, because I can't remember how I came about Juni's Tale, but I feel like, oh, I had to write all the songs for that one. Unlike this album, I had to come up with all the songs, and look at it, I feel like um oh, my albums are always intimate actually. So I wanted to say that was intimate, but they're always all intimate.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with that one was that I felt like I was talking to myself a little too direct. That's June is
Mm,
detail. Yeah, everything like the Sojourn story, Lonely, Hey June, it just felt very, very, very personal. So I was like, this feels like June's story. This feels like June's story. I'm like, oh, June, June's tale. But I'm
mm,
like, oh, June is a tale because like the embodiment of June is an entire story of its own,
mm.
and that was where June is a tale came from, basically. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah,
And that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
that makes sense. I wanted to go back to something
As
that you said
simple as that.
before. What were we saying?
Okay. No, I said as simple as that.
Right,
It just,
right.
yeah.
But you spoke about your grandmother saying, "Oh, like your voice has improved because they used to call you the girl with the froggy voice or something."
Froggy, dearest Froggy.
But
I had bird flu when I was a kid, actually. I
mm,
had bird flu when I was a kid,
mm-hmm,
and until now, anytime I have like a flu,
mm-hmm.
it stays for far too long. Yeah, I don't know if it's
Oh,
a genotype thing, but like I have coughs that crack my voice, and
mm.
naturally, if you hear me sing, you know I have a little bit of a raspy thing going on there.
Yeah,
So
and it's
I
not just
basically just had
singing.
to,
Like your voice is
yeah,
very
both
unique,
in
even
talk,
as you talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
my talking voice, yes. No, it
You-
used to be really bad. It used to be very bad, like very raspy.
mm.
Yeah. I
But you
just
want to
had
know
to
what's
learn
funny?
how to use it. Hmm?
Yeah, and what's really
Yeah.
funny is people fake that.
True.
People
True
want their
that.
voice to be like that, so they put it on almost like a fake accent, and they or they'll do something to their voice. They'll drink a bunch of cold water or smoke
Yes.
just so they can sound
No.
like that.
Like that.
So all of this that people might have been making fun of you for is really a gift that people are trying to get.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. It turned
Yeah.
out to be like that. I had to learn how to use it because I would not lie, the voice was bad. It
Mm.
was not given. No, it
Okay.
wasn't. It wasn't.
It's okay.
Because
It's good
that,
now.
when you have like a cracky voice,
Hmm.
there's just only a little type of pitch you can hit. You can't go too
Mm.
high, yeah, without cracking and
Yeah,
sounding
it'll
off.
just
So
yeah.
yeah, you hear a lot of my off notes, and you're like, "Would you just shut up?" Like I get it, like shut up.
Yeah.
But but I did not stop singing. I was always singing. I would sing and I would sing, and I think it's the not stopping that brought me here.
Mm.
I started to see artists with such voice, Billie Eilish and a couple of them with cursive singing and the voice, and I'm like, oh, let's try. So when I started to try, I was mostly trying to sound like Billie.
Mm.
Yeah, but then I had to try and find myself from there. But I
Yeah.
think Billie's influence helped me like
Mm.
greatly to learn how to use my raspy voice.
Mm. I see. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with her music. I've heard some
Mm.
songs, but like for her, for example, I don't think she actually talk like I don't think that's natural. I think she puts it on for her music, right?
Okay, I've not heard her talk, so like I can't
Okay.
even tell
Yeah,
at
I've
this
heard her
point.
talk and she just talks like regular. So,
Normal, yeah.
yeah. So you're the inspiration, not her. You are.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, original raspy voice over here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Well, quick shout out to those who are watching, whether you are here live or you're catching the
Yep.
replay. Gratitude for being here. I am your
Yeah.
hostess, Akunna, and this is June, and we are here with notably Nigerians. So let's get into some Nigerian stuff. So we already spoke about we already spoke about the meaning of your name, which has manifested throughout your life and your creativity as well. Um,
Yeah.
how about your favorite Nigerian cuisines? What is your
My favorite
favorite
Nigerian what?
cuisine? Your favorite Nigerian food and your favorite Nigerian drink? Like perfect meal for you.
I'm not somebody who has favorites because I cannot decide. I'm not
Okay, well, if there's a
somebody who has
menu,
favorites.
if there's a
Mm, but
menu,
but
what are you picking?
but let's do top three, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do top three foods. You give me some egusi soup
Mm.
and fufu because I'm an evil girl. I don't be
Mm.
doing gari or fufu
Oh, whoa,
and
not too much.
egusi.
Hold on, hold on. Hold on.
Fufu, yeah, give me some fufu and egusi soup. That's me. I don't know what's with me and salad. I don't think that's a Nigerian cuisine, but
Mm.
salad and me anytime. I love salad and fried fish. That's the
Mm.
combination I do. Um, hmm.
Mm.
Another food that should do it for me. Let's keep it at those two. Let's just keep it there.
Okay,
The egusi
okay.
soup and fufu and yeah.
And salad and fish.
Then
Okay.
drink. I don't know. I love me some wine. That's all.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
all. I'm a
Red
wine
wine,
girl.
red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
Okay.
Red wine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Slightly
see.
sour. Yeah.
Okay, no judgment.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Now when you eat fufu, because I've seen it
Yeah.
done a couple different ways. I've seen
Yeah.
people that just take a ball of it and just dip it. I don't do that. I'll take some and then I kind of make a little indent with my thumb and then I scoop it because I like a lot of soup. Like my soup to fufu ratio, it has to be
Yeah.
like like I'm really going in, you know.
Yeah.
And then I've seen a third type of person who I don't know. This has to be studied. They take like
They
the
throw it
big
and
ball.
catch it.
Yeah, I've seen that too. But they take like a big ball of it and then they use
Yeah.
their two fingers and carve out a small piece while they're still holding, and then they're still holding the big. So which
I don't
one
know
are
what that is
you?
about.
I don't know either.
Uh,
I'm guessing you're not the
um,
third one.
I don't. I don't.
or
I
do
have
you
no
or do you put it
idea.
on a spoon? You use a spoon?
No, 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 no. I'm an evil woman, please. I use my hands. Although,
Okay.
at some point, I was using spoons. At some point, when I did not know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I think I mold mine into a ball. That's how I
Okay.
do mine. I
Okay.
mold
So you
mine
kind
into a
of
ball
like
and then
dip?
it's cooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
No,
I
but like
see.
I used to pack enough soup because I eat soup a lot. Not eat,
Mm.
not just touch. Yeah, I used to
Okay,
pack
you
my
scoop
soup.
it. Okay, okay. Okay. Good to know.
Mhm.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone made fun of me because I was chewing it and they said you're not supposed to
You
chew.
don't chew it though.
But how I will never understand. How
You
are you supposed to?
swallow.
But if you just swallow it
Swallow.
without chewing it, how do you really like? I have to like experience.
It's called swallow for a reason.
Yeah,
No,
but swallow is
it's
number
not
two. The
swallow for
number
a
one is the
reason.
chew. The chew. I won't give up my Nigerian card. I'm going to continue to chew and swallow.
No, 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 no. You need to come over so we teach you how it's done.
Okay, as long as I
Yeah.
have water, so I don't choke, just in case. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how you just how. But okay, I'll practice. I'll practice. Okay, so another question. Now, this is not specifically about Nigeria, but it's about Africa as a whole. Because Africa is
Okay.
very, very diverse. Even though Nigeria is the giant of Africa, there are several other countries. So, if you could get a round trip ticket to go to another African country tomorrow and stay there for 1 week, where would you go?
Kenya.
Okay, why Kenya?
Why? Hmm. I feel like my spirit animal is somewhere there calling to me. Yeah.
Mm,
There's just something about the pictures. There's a
mm,
feel I get from the pictures. Yeah.
mm,
I just feel like I would thrive there. I just
mm.
feel I would thrive there. Yeah, very heavily.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I've wanted to visit. I know people that have visited and they really liked it. Um, But there's so many places to go and experience
I
because
mean,
even
there's South Africa. I just had to pick one, yeah?
yeah.
There's South Africa. I have
Mm,
a lot of South African friends.
yeah.
I had
They'll
to
see you
choose
one
one.
day. They'll see
Yes,
you.
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you for answering those questions. Let's get
yeah.
back to your artistry. Now, tell me more about June. When did you become June? When did you take on that name and that persona? And before I go on, I will say that I did hear that June actually stands for just you, not everyone, which is also a song on your project. So it's just all intertwined, and I'm excited to hear more about it. So tell me about June. How did you become June?
Okay. So you asked two questions, and I feel like they have two
Uh oh, I think I lost you for a second.
persona.
Okay, wait.
Did you
Okay,
get
it
me?
no. You said I asked two questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a two-in-one question. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when did I become June, and when did I
Yes.
become that persona?
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
two
So
separate.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
they are. So I became June simply because I needed a stage name.
Mm.
Yeah. So at first, I'm like, oh, I needed a stage name somewhere, um, with something from my name, basically. So don't tell anybody. Originally, June came from Obianu Junwa. Originally, yes.
Okay.
Yes, originally that was where that came from. But
Mhm.
I love to add like depth into everything I do. I don't think things should be too shallow.
Mhm.
There should be substance. So that was when I became the June person. Yeah, that's when I had to become June. But
Mhm.
then the embodiment of the persona started to
Mm.
come when I was searching for depth.
Yeah.
I don't just want to be June because my name is Obiano June. You know, so I sat down to think of what June could represent because I already liked the sound of that. But
Mhm.
what can it represent? And yeah, I was going through Google actually. I was going through Google and I'm like, um, what can June represent? What acronym can it represent? It gave me so many suggestions. It did not give me just you, not everyone. But
Mm.
while going through all these many suggestions, it just clicked in my head like almost immediately.
Mm.
I'm like, just you, not everyone. And I'm like, oh, why would I give myself that? And it kind of ministered to me. I I am my personality likes to give
Mm.
a lot
Mhm.
of yeah. My personality loves to give to people that I forget myself a
Mm.
lot of times.
Mhm.
So I'm like, this time, this era of my life, this cycle of my life, I would like to think about just me right now. Not everyone, not every time, but me right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
So it's like live this life for just you, not because of everyone else. Yeah.
Mm.
And then I
Wow.
became that person now. Yeah.
That's a beautiful. Oh, I love that story. I love that
Yeah.
story because some people would just try to say that it all happened at once, but for you to be aware of the progression and the steps and everything that's
Yeah.
intentionality. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
said. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful thing. And
Yeah.
you told me not to tell anyone, but you just told everyone. So, so
I
just
did.
for the
I did.
record.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
You heard it here first.
I did.
Yes. Okay. So now we just have to get into my introduction of you, which was your latest project. And I believe it was Jay Nino who shared it because he produced the
Yeah.
track Just Be, which I did not know until like a few days ago. So I was very surprised. So shout out to
Yes.
Jay Nino
Shout out to
for
Janino. Yes.
yes,
He
yes.
produced 5 songs on my album.
Wow. Okay.
5
So
songs.
That's
Yeah. And
beautiful.
Still Going Nowhere and Yesterday, he produced those ones too.
Okay. That's beautiful. Shout out to
Yeah.
Jamie. He was on
Yeah.
Notably Nigerian episode 1 last week. Definitely check him out. And so he reshared it and I saw it, and even just from the beginning, just the chords in the beginning, I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds cool. And then your beautiful voice comes in and you're like, you're now tuned in to June's radio. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
am? I am tuned in? I'm like, okay. And then from there, it just took off. So before we
Yeah.
get into the project, June's radio, because the introduction, you say you're now tuned into June's radio. So this is kind of an abstract question, but not really. What are you listening to these days? And the way I want to ask that is, what's playing on June's
Hmm.
radio these days?
Hmm. Hmm. There's a lot of Mali music going on. There's a lot of Mali music going on. There's a
Nice.
lot of house music, because I would love to dabble into that realm very soon. I feel like house
Yeah,
music is highly spiritual.
it
So
is.
there's a lot of house music going on, a lot of Mali music, a lot of it. Yeah.
Mm.
And neo soul. Yeah,
Nice,
some Creole
nice.
souls, some chronics. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, that's a nice,
Yeah.
nice diverse, and it makes sense because of your music as well. Like it's
Yeah.
not it even though it is like R&B, neo soul. It's like you can hear influences of like,
From
okay,
different
she
parts.
listens to other
Yeah.
things. She's
Yeah.
yeah. So
And I
beautiful,
listen to a lot
beautiful.
of reggae too. I listen to a lot of reggae. Yeah.
Nice, nice, yeah. Especially speaking of how you like to have a free flowing life, which I do as well. Reggae is one
Yeah.
of those genres that really encourages that. So nice. Okay, so let's get into it. It ends with me. Why did you call it that name?
Please, you would need to recap because my network is doing the most right now.
Uh-oh, okay. So I'm asking about the titling of your latest project. It ends with me.
Mm. Hmm. This era of my life is called enough. It's called enough is enough.
Mm,
Yeah. I feel like no, frustration is not the word, but like it was born from frustration, because like I'm just tired of a lot of things
hmm,
that I believe I have control of.
hmm,
So I'm like, okay, I had to just use that anger. I think anger can be such a thrilling thing if you know how to use it.
yeah.
Yeah. You give it the power that you need to give to it. Yeah. Use it to create something compelling. And that was
Yeah.
what I had to do. I had to use all of that anger and write something. Like what exactly am I done with? I'm
Mm,
done with anxiety. I'm done with like severe patterns, continuous patterns that should not be repeating itself, basically.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So I'm like, enough is enough. This particular thing should just end.
Yeah,
It should just end
yeah,
with me. I'm not doing it again. No, I'm not
right.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And
Mhm.
that even just saying that phrase out loud is very powerful. There's
Mhm.
something that
Mhm.
there's a speaker by the name of Project Rook, and she used to have merch that said it ran in my family until it ran into me. And I always love
Mm.
that so much because especially when we know about generational traumas and repeated cycles and things of that nature, we really have the
Yeah.
power to change those things, not just for ourselves, but for our bloodline to come,
Mhm.
the people that will call us ancestors. So even just
Yeah.
saying that phrase and admitting that we do have the power to end things and to start new things is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
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 And I love how you led in with just be because, oh my gosh. I was just
I knew I just had to be very radical with this. So I often run away from using like curse words, or because most of my music is just healing.
mm,
Yeah. And I'm like, there are sides to me and of me, I'm not always. That was why I did Love, Light, and War. Because, like, yes, my default is love and light. But, like,
Yeah.
I've seen sides of me that are like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'm like, let's embrace all parts and let them show their different individualities through each
Yes.
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember how I started to write Just Be. It was just crazy. I was in the bathroom and I don't know. I was stuck with that beat for a very, very long time. But I
Mm.
knew I just wanted to say something crazy, something I usually will not say.
Mm.
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck you. I fucking when I wrote it, I was like, am I sure I want to say that? Like,
Yeah.
the good girl even was like, are you sure you want to do this right now? I know, right? For
Yeah.
a second, I almost did not record that song. I will
Oh,
not lie.
really?
For a
Yeah.
second, I wasn't going to record it. I'm like, what did
But you know
anybody's
what?
daddy do to you?
But you know what? Because if there's something I'm going to do, it's going to be deep. So just like you said, there everything is people like it's not that deep. It's deeper. It's actually deeper.
It is.
So here's what I pulled for when you said fuck them and fuck their daddies too. It's not necessarily about their fathers. It's about
Yeah, yeah.
the root of what made them. You know what I'm saying? Like when
True
you think
that.
of a
True that.
daddy, when you think of a dad, a father, you think of a seed, you think of something that helped to create that person. So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily like just saying, oh, fuck you, just to be rude, but it's saying like the root
Yeah.
of the evil that's inside of you. That's what we're getting
I
at.
agree. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. I
I
do. I do.
yeah.
I definitely
So
do.
so
Yeah.
because of that, you were so right in saying that. And
Yeah.
thank you. You said it for those who are afraid to say it. So
I was, oh, even me too. I was afraid, but I'm like, you're supposed to be angry now. Be angry. So I
yeah.
just had to.
Right, right. And also in that song of just speaking of, just being, a lot of times we try to do so much as if we are human doings. And it's very hard to just be, or it seems like it, because we think about all the things that are going on, the economy,
So
the
many
government,
things.
the this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So for you to kind of start the whole project off by saying that and
Yeah.
by leading into it, it almost like allows you to, okay, let me sit back, let me relax. And it puts the listener in a receptive mode. So
Yes.
genius.
Yes.
That was wonderful. Yes, yes.
Yes.
So, tell me more about like the making of the album. Like you just spoke on the
Woo.
production of Just Be and how you sat with it for a long time. Were there songs that you already had the words to and then you heard the beat, or did you hear the beat and then you wrote all the songs? Were some they were
Yeah.
supposed to go to different beats? What was the construction of that like?
I must say that album was like the most frustrating thing to do. But I knew it was a challenge I just had to beat.
Mm,
I've been trying to make this album for I think almost a year.
mm,
Yeah, so sometimes in fact I had one song made already how many years ago? I made Ulo 3-4 years ago.
mm,
So I had some of these songs scattered. Like sometimes I'll have a song ready and I can write it. Wow, it just became silent. Sorry, gen noise.
it's okay.
My head just resets right now. Yeah. What was I saying? My train of thoughts.
Of the
Yeah,
construction
I
of the
had
project.
some
Mm-hmm.
songs. Yeah, I had some songs already written out as just poetry.
Mm,
Yeah, because I have a lot in my notepad. And sometimes I'll just hear the beat and I'll be like, oh, okay, let's go through what we've already written before. Because sometimes you write such beauty in the spur of the moment and you're not writing it to be songs, you're just writing it because that's what you're feeling at that time. So I'm
mm-hmm.
like, okay, I think you've written something, let's go back. So there were a couple of songs, yeah, off the album that was like that. I went back to my drawing board, my notepad, yeah, and saw some writings. Then I touched it up, then sang onto the beats. Then some like Just Be had the beats for a very long time, and I had no idea what to do with the beats. In fact, I had already written like Just Be. I had written 4 things already on it, but I
Wow.
was not okay.
Mm.
I wasn't okay. So I kept
Yeah.
scrapping, I kept scrapping, I kept scrapping. Until I wrote this one in the bath. I was in the bathroom that day. And I'm like, okay, let's fuck this shit up. Let's do it. And it just came. That one just came in a sitting. Something I've been struggling with for a very long time. It just
Wow.
suddenly came. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
album was very, very spaced out. I
Mm.
couldn't finish it all at once,
Right.
but yeah, but when it was done, I knew it was done.
Nice.
Hmm.
That's beautiful, especially because of how transparent you are on the album. Like you said, you show different sides of you. Like I would say it's hard to pick favorites, like you said, especially because it's all like a journey, but definitely like that's, I'll just be walking, minding my business, going throughout the day, and I'm like, no matter where I go. Like it just comes in my head. And
Yeah.
even how relevant that song Ulo is to like my journey right now. I was like, who is this
Mm.
lady? Like, is she reading my journal? I really felt like you were reading my journal when you made this project. I was like, I feel personally targeted. Oh,
Yeah.
greetings, Jovan. She says, what did they happen?
What did it happen?
But yes, I felt those words. I felt those words. I felt the journey, even just the composition of the song. It just is like makes you want to cry. It's
Yeah.
like hopeful, but also a little unsure at the same time. So can you tell me about, because in that song, in the hook, you say, no matter where I go, I'll find my way home. And then you're literally, I'm getting chills just talking about it. You start like calling out to a higher power. You're saying, please, God, guide me. And I'm just like, I feel like a lot of times we need that. We need that like confirmation and that reminder that no matter what, we're not off of our paths and that we'll find our way
Yeah.
to home. So was that about something specific? Was there a point in time where you felt like you were off of your path or far away from home?
Yeah. In that song, home wasn't even a place.
Mm,
Home was where I would finally see and be like, oh, I belong here.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, because I think for a very long time, I wasn't certain of where I could fit. You know, even till now. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure of where I fit. Yeah. Oh, you're
mm.
just a weird person. But now I love being called weird. Before I used to be so. I'm not weird, but I
Right.
am weird. I don't
Yeah.
like normal people. I do not like normal people. I'm sorry. So yeah, I wasn't sure how to fit in. I
mm,
just knew my process of thinking, yeah, and just things in general was very different, and it was
mm.
always showing because I don't know how to, like you just see it. It's
Yeah.
already showing in my facial expression and everything, and I didn't know how to mask it. So that song was just, I really do hope that I would finally find a place or a set of people that feel like home, that
Mm,
feel okay and enough for me, even if they're not so many. But
mm.
I finally hope, yeah, and
Right.
I'm there. I can see my home. You know, I can
Mm-hmm.
see it right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have met and I am continuing to meet people like me that think like me, people that I'm also willing to learn from. So
Mm.
yeah, so
Right.
yeah,
Right.
home is
Yeah.
here already. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Especially saying that home isn't necessarily a place. Um,
No, yeah.
yeah, because there's a quote like home is where the heart is. And especially with me being nomadic for the past 5 years and traveling, never really being
Mm.
like a part of one single community for more than like a set of months. Um,
Yeah.
so definitely kind of searching for that myself and realizing that it's not about the physical place at all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. So I know we're getting close to time, but I want to ask a little bit more about everything that comes with being an artist. I see that you've performed at on a couple different stages lately. Was is it Afro Vibe? No,
Afro Wonderland. It was
Afro
Afro Vibes,
Wonderland.
but yeah.
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 And was it 2 weekends ago? I didn't
It
write
was
notes on this one.
it was just it was just some days ago actually.
Oh, okay, but before that, you had another performance a couple weeks back
Yeah, I
and
had
such.
another one before then. Yeah.
So how does it feel for
Yeah.
you performing these songs off of It Ends With Me?
I feel like each show has like a different feel
Mm,
that it has given me. Sometimes you perform to a crowd that is very receptive
mm,
because you're performing to your people, so you
mm.
feel seen. And some are just waiting for you to get off that stage. But like I'm doing my thing anyways.
Yeah,
I'll leave, but I'm doing my thing. Yeah, some stages are like that, but like I just want to be heard and I want to be seen, and so I'll keep doing my thing. I will be singing
yes.
because I know somewhere in that crowd of so many, I
Mm-hmm.
will find my own people there.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
always do actually because I have them walk up to me. I'm like, oh, I see you, and I'm like,
yeah,
yes, I know
right.
you can see me. Yeah,
Beautiful.
and that's enough consolation for me to go home with. I'll be like, yeah,
Right,
mission
right.
achieved for today. On to the next.
Mm,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, even if it's just one person, and I'm pretty sure it's way
Mhm.
more than one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, with
Actually.
everything from writing the songs to hearing the different production to performing the songs, actually recording in a
Mhm.
studio, making visualizers, and visuals for the songs, do you have, I know you said
Yeah.
favorites might be hard for you, but do you have one part that makes you like feel particularly alive or a favorite per se that you really like about your creativity process?
I definitely love performing more.
Mm,
Yeah. I don't think I've started to enjoy my creating process.
mm.
Often because um I've just not been where I want to be when it comes to creating. There's a
Okay.
type of energy I want around me and type of place I want to be when I'm making music. Somewhere close to nature, close to water, just so my head is grounded
Mm,
just before time. So
yeah.
creation wise, I'm not there yet, but I
Mm,
think I'm almost there.
mm,
Yeah, but performing makes me feel alive
mm,
because now you can see the person behind it. I'm not hiding behind a microphone, somewhere.
mm.
Now you can see me. So performing reminds me, oh, okay, this is you. It's time to shine. Oh yeah, do your thing. Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
performing always makes me feel happy. Actually.
Okay. And what would you
Hmm.
say is something that you're really looking forward to? I mean, we just hit April, so a little bit over a quarter through the year. What is something
I
that you're
am
really
looking
looking
forward
forward
to
to?
making massive music. Like, I have plans to have like a crazy catalog this year. That
Mm.
if I look back at this year, I have created nothing less than 50 new songs. Like, I
Oh,
want to have
wow.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to have
yeah.
songs and I want to enjoy the process to the making. Yeah, because
Mm,
I'm here to when I enjoy it, you feel it. You feel
mm.
it in the music. You just know, oh, okay. So
She's
yes,
there.
I'm
Yeah.
really really looking forward to being in my element when I am creating, and
Awesome.
to be around people. So I
Mm,
usually don't allow people in my space when I'm creating because I just like to sit down with the producer. But like these days, I'm trying to be open to that, to allow
mm-hmm.
like a flow of ideas. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, if
Hmm.
you weren't enjoying while you've been creating so far, then I cannot wait to hear what you'll create when you are
Me
joining
three. Me three.
it. So, how can we
Yeah.
find you and or support you across platforms?
Yeah. Did you say something?
Yeah. Where can we find you and or support you across platforms?
Oh, okay. You mean DSPs, yeah?
Whatever is best for you. Some people like,
Okay,
yeah, their music is
I'm
on
on
streaming,
Spotify, I'm
but
on
okay.
Apple Music, I'm on
Hmm.
Audiomack, and it's June across all platforms. If it's
Okay.
hard for you to search June, because I believe there are some other Junes, I'll need to trademark that name very soon. But if it's hard for you to find June, just type June is a tale, that body
Mm,
of work, then
yeah.
everything will come out. Or it ends with me, June, everything will
Right.
come up.
Got it. And
Yeah,
June is a tale is just one word, no spaces, you all.
exactly. June is a tale.
Awesome. And how
Yeah.
about on socials? I know June dot
Woo!
music
We're only here
underscore
on Instagram.
underscore.
This is
What
my
about
Instagram
your other
handle.
page? Your other page.
My other page,
Everything June?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, everything June. Okay, that's another embodiment of June. But yes, there's everything June for my other medium, photography. Yeah, yeah. So there's that. But
Yes.
I'm not very conversant with any other apps. To be fair,
Got it.
I'm not a social media.
No,
If
me
you listen
neither.
to
I feel it.
Lonely, if you listen to Lonely, I was like, the social media girl isn't even really so
Mm.
funny. Yeah, I don't
Mm.
know, but I'm trying because my career really needs me to be all out there. So I'm trying.
Well, not necessarily, because just like you said about being weird, like when you're not normal, you can't do things a normal way.
I mean,
So,
I am embracing it, but the industry in Nigeria, they do not understand it. They just term you unserious. You
mm,
are unserious. Yeah.
mm,
So I just need to try at this. I'm not going to go all out of myself, but I
right,
need to try.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for joining me today. This has been a wonderful
Thank you.
conversation, and there's still much to talk about. So I trust that you'll be joining me again for another conversation.
I'm looking
But
forward to it.
yes, definitely. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
hmm
And I'll be bumping your album every single day, as I have been.
Get that streams in.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
see your top listener in Washington State, it's me. It's me.
I believe you. I believe
Yes.
you.
Well, thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Alrighty. That was so wonderful. I always love hearing the stories of how somebody came to be, especially when the music that they create is something that I relate to. I typically find that there are parallels between our life stories as well. So beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you again to those that are watching and to June for joining me. Make sure you check her out on all streaming platforms under June. If you cannot find her under her name, then search June is a Tale, all one word. Again, thank you for joining me for Notably Nigerian and my special guest, June. We will be back soon with another great guest and another great conversation. Peace.